Hi, ladies. I hope that this fourth week was as rich for you as it was for me. These beautiful reminders about what it means to be created in the image of God and the implications of that for healing, as we can't compartmentalize the different pieces of ourselves, the psychological, the social, the relational. Those are all interconnected, and they're part of bearing the image of God, part of being fearfully and wonderfully made. And the beautiful story that Dr. Siemens left us with in the final section this week is that story of a healing of a desperate woman in Mark chapter 5. And I sense that this story is for us on a couple different levels this week. I think that it's for us personally as we contemplate the desperation that we drag to Jesus, the things that cause us to reach out for the hem of his garment. And it may also be for us as we engage with other women, with other people who are caught in the kind of situation that this woman was in. And we've already reflected on her story last week, at the end of the week. But I want us to notice one thing about the way Mark tells the story of her healing. In Mark chapter 5, verse 29, right after she makes that courageous decision to touch the edge of Jesus' garment, Mark says this: immediately her hemorrhage stopped. The physical condition that had literally been draining the life out of her ended miraculously and instantaneously. And listen to the second half of verse 29. She felt in her body that she was healed of her disease. She was aware, and the manifestation of that awareness was physical, that something had changed. And it's such an interesting word that's translated disease there. It's a word that can be used for a whip. This thing that had been flagellating her, that had been whipping her physically, spiritually, emotionally, and socially, she sensed, because of a change in her body, that thing was gone. But notice at the end of this passage, verse 34, when she's finally come to Jesus and she's acknowledged publicly, "I'm the one that touched you," Jesus affirms to her what she's already experienced in her body. "Daughter," that delightful term of endearment, "your faith has made you well." That change in your physical experience of being human is real. That scourge, that whip that's been beating on your flesh is gone. But look at the second half of his words to her. "Go in shalom and be healed of your disease." Same word, the whip, the scourge. Jesus knows that the healing of this woman's body is only part of what has been a scourge in her life. And he sends her forth now with shalom that touches every aspect of what it means for her to be human. The scourge of sin is broken. The scourge of social ostracism is broken. The scourge of poverty, of investing every last cent in trying to solve her problems, those are broken. And so we see Jesus himself here affirming that sometimes physical healing, as wonderful as it is not the whole story. Sometimes there's a bigger, more integrated need for healing in our lives. And that is what he offers to this woman. So if that's what you need this week, I encourage you to have the courageous faith of this woman and to reach out and grab hold of the hem of Jesus' garment and to receive that touch in your physical body. But then also be willing to come before him in honest acknowledgement. Jesus, I touched you. I needed you. And to be willing to receive from him the healing that is both deeper and broader than his touch on your body. Let him heal the effects of sin in your life. Let him heal the effects of broken relationships. Let him heal those false narratives that you've been telling yourself for years. Let him do that work of restoring in you the image of God on all those fronts of what it means to be human. God bless you.